Hey guys, it's MK again, back with another on-demand demo. This time I'm very excited to show you the new Microsoft Phi-4 reasoning mode. So this is the first time we've actually seen Phi-4 as a reasoning model. So very excited to deploy this today on the on-demand platform using our feature BYOM. So before we dive into the demo, I wanted to have a quick look at the live evals. It's a very capable model. So the model that we will be trying today is kind of the mid-tier. They have a mini and they have a plus. So we're going to go straight with the Phi-4 just reasoning, which is a 14 billion parameter model. As you can see here across these evals, it's doing really well, keeping up with some of the, really SOTA kind of models here, basically neck and neck with DeepSeek R1, which is great. We're only talking about a 14 billion parameter model, keeping up with a 671 billion parameter model across AIM 2024, and also even across AIM 2025 as well. And actually the Phi-4 reasoning plus really actually just beats R1 at that stage, so that's really cool. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to dive right in and bring this model into the on-demand platform and test it across a series of agents. So very simple. You head over straight to the BYOM feature on the on-demand platform. You copy your Hugging Face repo ID right here. We're going to name this model, we're going to name it Phi-4R for the reasoning. Go ahead and deploy. Give the endpoint the same name, Phi-4R, and really you're off to go. So as you can see here, it's a 14 billion parameter model, which fits perfectly with our second offering of virtual machines, which is our inference type 2, and this is going to be more than enough to run this model. Of course, if you're looking for a faster inference, you can upgrade to inference type 3. So for this case, all we need is the 14 billion parameter model. We're going to go ahead and we're going to deploy. So as you can see, Phi-4 reasoning mode has been deployed. So we're going to quickly go and just check these logs quickly, just to see some live logs. So just give it a minute. Yeah, as you can see, nice and deployed on VLM inference. So we're going to head over straight to the playground and we're going to put this model to the test. So we are on the playground, and if we scroll and look at the model endpoints, we should see a Phi-4. So hey, there's Phi-4 reasoning mode, and let's give it a try. So so we changed a few things on demand. The UI's got a lot more slick. So if you want to talk directly to the model, chat directly to the model, you can actually just hover this light bulb icon here and communicate directly to the model and kind of skip our whole agent process. And I think it's a good time to do that since we just ran the Phi-4 model. And just check it out, see the output, see the thinking tokens, then we're going to run it through its paces with some agents. So very excited to go ahead with this. So very basic prompt, just going to say program a game of snake in Python just to overall check this out, and hopefully we can see some of the thinking tokens. Okay, so first thing I can say is very fast, and these are all pure thinking tokens now. It's defining the rules of the game, so it's really good how it is reasoning. And as you can see, this is the code being generated. So as you can see, it's completed. It's produced a lot of tokens. My first impressions is extremely fast. It took 57 seconds for roughly around 5,000 tokens, which is not bad at all. So you can see the thinking tokens here. And actually what I did notice is during the thinking process, it's kind of given the rules and parameters of the game, which I really like, and it gave us a few snippets of code before it actually gave us the final output, which is all the way down here. So look, this is where it does actually make sense to spin up these models on a kind of a virtual machine, because imagine if this was like a proprietary model where you are, you know, paying for the individual tokens. That was one prompt and there was quite a lot of tokens there. And kind of when you got your own virtual machine, you always know that you can always manage the latency. So yeah, it seems like a really good model, but you know, with us, it's all about seeing how these models performs with agents. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug in a few agents very quickly. So just configured a few agents. So I have my US stock technical analysis agent, I have my US stock fundamental analysis agent, and my stock market news agent, and I've also plugged in my Zoho email agent. So the actual prompt is, I would like you to fetch the latest stock news for AMD, Microsoft, Supermicro and Intel, including URL links to the sources. Please perform a comprehensive technical analysis for each stock, providing as much detail as possible, including key indicators, trends, support and resistance levels, and any other relevant metrics. Compile this information into a detailed report. Additionally, suggest specific investment positions, example buy, hold, sell for each stock based on your analysis. Once completed, please send the report to my email address mk@arev.ae. So that's the prompt, and yeah, we're gonna take off this parameter so we can head straight to our framework, agentic framework, and we're gonna click run and see what we get. So as you can see, we're hitting the stock market news agent, but see, this is done by our actual reasoning model. So where Phi-4, where we get to see how good Phi-4 is how it takes this information and actually the email itself and how that is presented. So really looking forward to that. So first thing I'm noticing, a lot of agent calls was made and we haven't got the biggest context window, you know, so we are like 32k, just above 32k. So it'll be interesting how Phi-4 digests this, and it could be a little bit over 32k. So it'll be interesting to see the final email. So yeah, that's actually completed. You can see the kind of final outputs here. We're gonna go ahead and we are gonna go and test out one of these links to make sure everything's all good. Yep. So yeah, that's a very good article to see for Microsoft. Analyst says Microsoft in better shape than Amazon amid AI advantage. So that's today's latest news. So pretty much done that, right? But most importantly, the whole output looks great. But more importantly, I would love to see how the fulfillment was handled via an actual email. Because what we don't want to see is like thinking tokens around inside of an email. So we're going to head over straight to my email. So I've emailed me. So it says me. We're going to go ahead and we're going to see, oh yeah, I really like this. So what I really like about this email, I like how it says AMD buy, Microsoft hold. I like how it's in green, and yeah, I really like the structure and the output. Yeah, so looking really good. I can see all the URL links are actually hyperlinks. You can go ahead and click those, and this gave us a nice technical snapshot here. So with the MACD, RSI, 9-day SMA, trend, support, resistance. Yeah, it's a pretty nice email, and with a nice disclaimer as well. So for us, Phi-4 reasoning is a big win. Big shout out to Microsoft. Love that these hyperscalers are constantly contributing to the open source community, which is great. And you know, it's a very safe model. You know, open source by Microsoft, you can be ensured like there's no kind of biases in these models. We all used Microsoft services for years and years and years. So definitely when you go with certain open source models, although they're open source and your data isn't going anywhere, but they do have some biases in the model. So with Microsoft, it's kind of like a safe bet is what I'm saying. So great. thanks for tuning in, guys. So that was the BYOM feature, and I always try to keep the content with kind of the latest, greatest models. The next video I will be demonstrating will be the BYOI feature. So we do actually allow users to go and bring in their own inference, and what we're going to try out is the new Cerebrus Llama 4 API, and that's going to be a fantastic video, I think, because it's blistering fast and a lot of use cases gets unlocked with speed. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in, and catch you again soon.